So, hello everyone. Today we are going to start with drafting. So, to start with, I have made this part with different kinds of features here. You can see we have taken different types of cutouts, holes, drafted faces, radius, fillets, chamfers, and now we are going to take this part for drafting and understand what types of views are available there for drafting. So, to start with, I am going to select this file option and say make drawing from part. So now you can see different types of sheet formats are given here according to the sizes that are A4, A3, A2, A1 and A0. As the number decreases here, the size of the sheet increases. So the smallest size of sheet is here is A4, then A3, then A2, A1 is larger than A2 and then A0. These are the formats of sheets which are available by default by the Solidworks. So there is no need of selecting the standard sheet size there. Company will provide you the template, but in case if company is not providing the template and you need to make it from scratch, then you can select any size required here according to the standards and then go for the customization of the sheet. That option is also available there. So we are going to select A3 size here. Basically A4 and A3 sizes are mostly preferred for drawing, but in case some parts are complicated or assembly views are complicated to show with multiple features, then we can shift to A2 size also here. Depending on how much part is complicated and how many views we require to show the complete part, that will decide the size of the sheet here. But basically we are going to go for A4 if a simple part is there, or we can go for A3 for assembly or complicated parts. So I'll select A3 and say it OK. Now the sizes for A3 are coming as 297 and 420. If you want to display this table, you can display it by clicking on this option, display sheet format. If you don't want this sheet format here, if you don't want these borders and tables and all, you can off the option here, display sheet format. And suppose if you want a custom sheet size, then you can go for this custom sheet size option. Select and put up the values required for the sheet here, and the size of sheet will be appeared here. But I'm going to go for standard sheet size, and in that also I'm going to go for A3 size and then say it OK. Now here A3 size template sheet has been available. And now in task pane, there is a fourth number option given here, that is view palette. Select the view palette tab here, and you can see by this part only we have entered the drafting zone here. So I'll call the front view first here. You just need to select and drag the front view there in sheet, and then when you drag the view upwards, projected views are been appeared there, showing the top view and side view. If I drag it on left side, it will show the left side view. If I drag it on bottom side, it will show the bottom side view. The default method of projection which is used here is third angle method. So I'll also show the isometric view here. Say it OK. Now when you click on this view option, you can see here the display is showing as drawing view 1. As we have called this view first, that's why it is showing drawing view 1. Then we have projected this view. So for that it will show you drawing view 2. Then this is drawing view 3 and the other number of views. You can see here drawing view 4 is been projected there on cursor. So these are the different views which we have called here. If you want to drag this isometric view, you can drag it separately here. But when you drag the front view, the other views projected by the front view are also being dragged there. It is because the alignment is been attached by the front view, that is of top view and side view. The reason behind this alignment is this is the parent view and the other two views which we have called here are child views. That's why when I drag this part or front view, the other child views are also being edited or dragged there. Next we are going to go for the scale. You can see here it is showing the scale as 1:2. You can go for 1:1. This sheet view is not sufficient for projection of all the views here. So I will change it to 1:2 again. And these are the standard scale sizes which are available in SolidWorks. If you want to customize the scale size, you can customize. So here you can see the list of standard scales. I have applied 1:2 here. Now as this front view is the parent view, if I make any change in front view, that changes will be implemented in top and side view also, as well as in isometric view. So I select this drawing view 1. And for orientation, you can see the standard views given here. I have taken front view. If I want to change the parent view, I can say it right hand side view. I'll click on this option here. This will be changed to right hand side, and according to right hand side, all the views will be changed here. If I again want to change the parameter, if I again want to change the parent view here and say it as front view, I'll select this front view option again, and you just need to click on this yes option, allowing it to change the orientation. So in this way you can change the orientations of the first part here. Now there is a display style option given here. Same option is in view tabs also. So if you want to change the display style here, select the view and go for the display style. Suppose if I say hidden lines visible, all the internal features will be visible as a hidden line there in front view. But as I said, this is the parent view. The changes we are going to make here will be followed by the other views also. So you need to keep in mind while changing the display styles or any features that all the styles and features will be implemented for other views also here. And suppose if I go for change in drawing view 2 directly, and if I change this style and say hidden lines removed, then it will be implemented for that particular view only. It will not be applied for all views as this view is not a parent view. So if you want to customize the view separately, you can directly click on that particular view and change the required style you want there. You can see here, I have removed the hidden lines from this option. Again, I will click on this view and say to display it in a parent style only, that is showing the hidden lines. So I'll click on this option. You can see here, use parent style. So when I click on this option, again the hidden lines will be visible there. And for this also I'll say use parent style. As this is the parent view, the display style of this view will be applied there also. You can see these hidden features are shown. Say OK. And if I want to change the display style of all the views at one time, then it is better to change the view style of parent view only. Directly click on the parent view and again say hidden lines removed. All the hidden lines will be removed from other views also. Say it OK. And now suppose if I want this isometric view to be shown in solid feature, I'll select this shading with option here. I will select this shading with edges option here. And you can see all the features and part is again visible there. If I want one more isometric view there, I'll go on this option, say projected view option, select the required front view and then drag the view. You can see the other side of the part shown in isometric view here. You can again place this isometric view here also, showing both the sides so as to understand the features which are placed on each face. We'll change the display style of this view also and say it shading with edges and say it OK again. Now these two are the isometric views and these are the standard views. Scale we have used here is 1:2 and it is standard sheet scale only here. We have not customized any scale here. So after standard scale we are going to go for custom scale. For that I'll select this isometric view here and here is the option given scale, and in scale now the current scale is applied as parent scale only. So the parent scale is nothing but the sheet scale we have applied here. So we'll change it and say custom, and in custom the difference is, suppose these are the standard scales 1:1, 1:2, 1:5. But if suppose I want 1:2 and but if suppose I want this scale in between 1:2 or 1:5, for example 1:3, so that scale in standard is not available there. You can see 1:3 or 1:4 is not available. So that time you can customize this scale here, and instead of 1:2 and 1:5 go for 1:3. So you can see the size is been changed here as 1:3. Said OK. But keep one note in mind, according to drawing protocols, custom scales are not applicable for the three standard views here, front, top, side. And if any section views refer to these three standard views, on that section views also you cannot apply the custom scale. Other than that, for all views you can apply the custom scale here. We will see each view now one by one. So to start with, I am going to go for model view. We'll take the sheet number 2 here, add the sheet and say model. In model you can go for browse option to browse the parts. I'll select this part here. I'll select this part here, front view, and now you can see this model view is converted to projected view. So model view is nothing but calling the first view, and then by default it is converted to projected view. You can drag the directions and take the views required. Suppose if I drag on left side, then left side view will be appeared there. If I drag on the bottom side view will be appeared. If I go for isometric view, in northeast, it will take northeast isometric view, northwest isometric view, southeast and southwest isometric view. So whatever views we require here, you can go for projected view and get the required view. Say it OK after completing the views. And now you can see first one was the model view, second was the projected view been applied here. We will delete the unwanted views here, and now we'll go for auxiliary view here. So auxiliary view is required. Suppose if any incline feature is given which is not seen properly in standard views, then we can go for auxiliary view or incline view. So to put up the auxiliary view, you just need to select the option, select the hidden line here. You can see this incline hidden line, so as to show the incline face and the feature of rectangular cut there. I'll select this incline line here and the auxiliary view is generated. It will display this cutout as well as the feature of the rectangular cutout also there in perpendicular direction, so as to give the dimensions in proper way. So now I can put up the length here. This one is 30 suppose, and this one is 16 mm. So these lengths were not visible in these three standard views. But now in auxiliary view, I can give the dimensions there. That's why auxiliary view is needed. This was auxiliary view here. Now as we have gone for the auxiliary view and placed it here, but still you can see when you move this view, this alignment is attached to the parent view. That was front view here. This dotted line or inclined line is showing the alignment here. So due to alignment, this view is restricted and we can't move or place the view in other positions here. And if I place it here, the sheet may look congested in area. So to avoid it, I need to break this alignment. You can see that dotted inclined line. So I need to break that alignment. So for breaking the alignment, I need to select the view, say right click and go on alignment option, say break alignment. Now this view is free to move anywhere and we can place it anywhere we require, so as to make proper view positioning, and the views will look proper here now. Again, if I want to align it as default, so I'll right click on this view again and say alignment. Either you can go by horizontal alignment. If I say horizontal and click on this view, it will align it horizontally. You can see the line. If I right click and again go for the alignment, break it, again say alignment and go for the vertical by origin and select this view as vertical by origin, then this auxiliary view will be aligned vertically with the top view. Then this auxiliary will be aligned vertically with the top view here. You can see it. If I select and go for alignment again and say default alignment, it will get positioned as it was earlier when it was taken firstly. This is the alignment option. You can break or keep or again default align it. I'll break it and keep it here. So it is very important option here. But you just need to keep in mind that standard views alignment should not be broken. Other than that, if you take any other kind of view type, then you can break the alignment and place it accordingly. So this was alignment option here. So the next type of view we are going to see here is detail view. Select the detail view here. So you can see here one fillet is given at this corner, but when we keep this view normal, it is not visible. We cannot see it clearly. So to visualize it properly and to show it in proper way, we are going to go for detail view. Detail view is nothing but it is going to show this particular feature, that is fillet, in a scaled form, which will be larger in size and will be more visible and properly seen. So we just need to make a border around it. So I'll select this point here and drag it. So one outline is being shown in the form of circle, showing that this particular area will be shown in detail view. So I'll click here and drag this view at side. So here you can see the detail view is being shown and the name assigned for that particular detail view is detail A. You can put on this option here, full outline. The circle will be completely shown here. You can see this border, and if I off this option, it will partially show that circle here. If you want to assign a ladder for this initial, you can go here and say to show the detail circle with leader. So one leader is added here. You can drag and place it where you want. And now this detail view has been highlighted here. I will keep it full outline only. The normal scale we were using here was 1:2. But in detail view, the scale has been increased. You can see here, increasing the scale of the drawing. So if you want to make it more larger or scale the object again by the size, you can go on custom sizing and again change the scale here. I'll say it 1:1. Instead of 1:1, I'll go for 2:1 here. I'll select 2:1 and the size has been increased here again. Say it OK. And now this detail view has been added by the scale factor of 2:1. We can do this for these features also. You can see here one cutout is being shown. This is the top side of the cutout showing the profile, and this is the depth of the cutout. So to show the profile of this cutout, I'll go for detail view again, select detail view and make an outline around it and drag it and place it where you want to place it. Just make sure that this initial is having leader here. So I'll select this and say with leader. Now if I drag this circle here, I'll keep it here. Now if I drag this circle here, this circle is also been increasing. So the outline of detail view and size of the detail view is also increasing here. But the value for that particular feature will be shown same on both the views. Either it is detail view or regular view. For example, if I want to say dimension for that particular radius which we have taken as a detail view here, if I go there and put up the value, here the radius is showing as radius 1. But as I put up the dimension in this detail view also, it will show the same value. The value will not be changed, but visually this particular feature is been increased in size so as to understand it. So this was detail view. It will also show the required scale which we have taken here for the detail. So this was detail view here. Now we will go for this relative view. So relative view is nothing but you can orient the part the way you want to show in front view or in top view. You just need to give two orientations and the part will be placed according to that. So we'll select the relative view. Before that, I'll add one sheet here. Then go for the view palette option. The fourth number option given in task pane. If the views doesn't appear here, you just need to click on this refresh option and the views will again be shown here. I'll take the isometric view, say OK. And now if I want to arrange all the views of front, top and side, to start with, I'll go for relative view. Select the view here, click on this option. And then as soon as you click on the view, you are directed to the part here. It will ask you two orientations, first orientation and second orientation. So whatever first orientation you are going to show, it will be front. You can also change the view type here and the second orientation as required. I'll say this top view as front this time and second this as top view, this face. Say it OK. And now you can see whatever first orientation I have given there, it will reflect here as a front view. Say it OK. This view is placed here. Means it is according to us if you want to customize front, top or side view and then place the object. At that time only you can use this relative view. The use of relative view is very much limited here, but you can go for this option also. So this was relative view here.